What you're looking at is the most comprehensive custom roster I've ever seen. This is Madden 12 FFC. It is a full-fledged 2012 NFL roster complete with face scans, player models, overalls, stats, and it was all made by We Expertise. I found this on the Madden Reddit. I don't know if that guy watches YouTube, but We Expertise, you're the GOAT, bro. Here's the 2012 Detroit Lions. We still have Matt Stafford. He's not on the Rams. We've got a 98 overall Megatron and Ndamukong Suh. Here's the Jaguars with 98 overall Maurice Jones-Drew. The Eagles have 95 LaShawn McCoy. That might even be a rookie or maybe second-year Jason Kelce because he is 75 overall. There's a 95 overall Larry Fitzgerald on the Cardinals. And of course, this absolute powerhouse Patriots team. This is going to be the team to beat for sure, but you guys know me. If I'm doing a franchise with custom rosters, I'm going with the Detroit Lions. All right, gentlemen, the year is 2012. I just started my freshman year of high school. The biggest concern in my life is if my crush would respond to my text or not. And the Lions were absolute dog shit, despite having this incredible duo of Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford. Now, obviously, there are some players that are missing, but I think it's more impressive how many players they actually got in this custom roster. Like, take a look at Ndamukong Suh. He just got an upgrade right now. That's Ndamukong Suh's face scan. EA did not do this. This was the work of an individual. And there's the man himself. This is basically the face of our franchise. Now, in real life, Calvin Johnson retires at age 30. I'm hoping that, like, maybe we can win a Super Bowl and he doesn't want to retire at 30. You know who else retired at 30? That guy right there, Barry Sanders. If you play for the Lions organization, it takes a toll on you, is what I'm learning. Also, this is such a wide receiver cheat code. 99 in virtually everything, 95 speed, and he's 6'5". There hasn't been a player like him in Madden since. The #1 ranked wide receiver in the league. It's kind of funny. Anytime I do a rebuild with Matthew Stafford, all I'm ever thinking is like, is he going to retire? Should I trade him? But that's not this Stafford. This is 22-year-old, virtually fresh out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford. So we actually kind of have an insane core to this roster. This is a pretty good time to pick up the Lions. It didn't work out for us in real life, but I get to rewrite history here. Before I dive in, I do want to take a look at these NFL rosters because you know there's just going to be some serious nostalgia in these. There's a 99 overall prime Aaron Rodgers, 6 years into the league with Greg Jennings, put the team on the back. There's a 26-year-old Jordy Nelson. There's Charles Woodson, who's unk here. That's 13 years in the league, Charles Woodson. There's Clay Matthews, only 25 years old. Brian Bulaga, only 22 years old. Panthers' best player is Steve Smith Sr. At 5'9", a 96 overall wide receiver is so impressive. There's a very young Cam Newton. 86 overall Cam Newton. Wait, does he have any oh my God, he's a rookie. This is rookie Cam Newton. Oh my God. Yeah, he's gonna be really good. It almost kind of infuriates me that a single human being did what EA won't do for us. Oh my God, look at Tom. I do want to kick this rebuild off with a bang, and I think I'm going to make a trade for a running back. I remember when we had Javid Best, he wasn't that good. It's actually insane that he has 97 speed and 96 acceleration. He low-key would be a sleeper, but I want to trade for someone. There is a running back in Kansas City who's only 3 years into the league and an 84 overall. They don't have his face scan, but he has 98 speed, 98 acceleration, and his name is Jamal Charles. Knowing what we know now, I think this is a criminal fleece. Javid Best at a second-round pick lands me Jamal Charles, but guys, we're role-playing that we're in 2012 right now, okay? Jamal Charles, you are a Detroit Lion. Our Week 1 game is in Lambeau Field against the Green Bay Packers. This is an awesome way to kick off the 2012 season. With the NFL playoffs here, you already know where you should be getting your tickets from. It is SeatGeek, the sponsor of today's video. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. And every game or festival I've ever gone to, I've used the SeatGeek app. I've worked with them for almost 10 years now. They take tickets from all across the web. They put them in one place. That's the SeatGeek app. It makes buying so simple. You can see all the best prices. And my favorite feature is when you're looking at your venue, you can just look for the green dots. Those are great value tickets. Try to stay away from the red dots. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and I can get you a discount. My code MMG will get you $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code MMG. Make sure you download the SeatGeek app and enjoy the rest of the video. Oh, it is a cold morning in 2012. Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson are headed to Lambeau Field to take on Aaron Rodgers, Greg Jennings, and old Charles Woodson, Jordy Nelson, and there's head coach Jim Schwartz getting the Detroit Lions and Jamal Charles excited for the game. There's Matt LaFleur, big Aaron Rodgers. Damn, this is sick. This is so sick. And we are only playing the moments. Our very first moment starts at the 6-yard line. Defense got to stop. Now it's up to Matthew Stafford and Megatron to try and get in range. But don't forget, we got Jamal Charles, and I almost just got a safety. Kind of crazy to see Jamal Charles in the backfield, but this Jamal Charles is not overpowered. This is not a 99 overall with superstar abilities. It's just a Jamal Charles that we kind of want to build into some abilities. I kind of got to change it. Oh, Brandon Pettigrew. Is that Nate Burleson? Honestly, though, to do anything but that is kind of a crime. If you're the Detroit Lions, you kind of know the game plan. Throw the ball to Megatron. Got Dominic Raiola up front. Let's go with a little handoff to our new acquisition. Holy shit, this is the Detroit Lions because we can't block anybody. What on earth was that? Now, in fairness, Jamal Charles is a very good receiving back, but dude, Megatron is actually so good, and that was kind of a cardinal sin. We just threw a crossbody so aggressively. But okay, you know what? Let's go for a little play action. My run game hasn't been superb, but I do like the idea of doing that. Come on, Megatron, come down with it. Ooh, I really do want to get a touchdown on this drive. You know, I gotta say, as much as the Lions were kind of, oh, wait a minute. Jamal Charles, that's why we picked him up, for that breakaway speed. And that's exactly what I was gonna say, is for as bad as the Lions were, we actually had a pretty good offensive line. Matthew Stafford was obviously incredible. Megatron was too. I felt like sometimes it was just our defense and our coaching that really held the Detroit Lions back from being good. Dude, we had one of the best quarterbacks and the best wide receiver of this decade for like so many years together, and we did nothing with it. It's kind of frustrating. Either way, it's 3rd and 16. Yeah, we had Stephen Tulloch. We had Ndamukong Suh. It's actually kind of annoying to come back and look at these teams and realize we didn't do much with it. Rodgers is going to go for the check down. Greg Jennings can't handle it, but it wouldn't have mattered. That was a turnover right there, and we get a little 2-minute drill. Starting at the 8, I kind of think I want to go back to Jamal Charles. It's cool, too, to see, back in Madden 12, Madden 11, all those Maddens, there were no abilities. It just wasn't a thing. So it's cool to see, like, Matthew Stafford with these abilities. We got Megatron with Iron Man, Mid-Out Elite, Steamroller. Abilities that were not used. Oh, my God. Wait, this play is cracked. Why is inside zone just dominating the Packers? Also, the good thing is that Madden's playbooks are super, super important. And in recent Maddens, the Lions playbook has been super good. So while this is the 2012 Detroit Lions, Madden doesn't know that. So we're still rocking the 2025, the current Detroit Lions playbook, which is going to be really good for this team, as Brandon Pettigrew is going to pick up some nice yards. Stafford's cooking. We're going to go no huddle right here. Let's see what this coverage is. Does this safety follow Megatron? Ooh, we got a lot of people dropping back. I'm going to try and thread the needle. 2nd and 10. Dude, number 38, Jamal Charles, is a cursed image. But he is open, so we got to hit him. 2 timeouts left. I'm going back to the slip screen. Do the Packers see it? Okay, good blocks, Jamal Charles. Nice work. Look at Megatron. Tell me that single coverage. Tell me you're manning him up. Okay. It's zone. They're a little smarter than that, but it might not matter. Ooh. 3rd and 2. I'm going right here. I'm going to Young. I don't even know who you are. With 6 seconds on the clock, I actually have one opportunity to take a shot at Megatron. They used to run fades to Megatron back in the day, but they don't even no one does that anymore outside of the Rams, which ironically they have Matthew Stafford, so they're kind of dog shit in the game. But Megatron's going to make it super easy with the out route. Unfortunately, the out route is the new fade route, and that's not how the Lions did it back in the day, but whatever. This was our red zone play back in the day. It was, dude, it's literally not even a out route. Oh, here we go. Slot fade. Slot fade. That's it. You see Megatron over there? That was the Detroit Lions red zone play. And then you kind of just throw it and pray. But I'm telling you guys, it just doesn't work in Madden anymore. All right, 2nd and 10. Tell you one thing, though. This is not Rams Matthew Stafford. This is a 22-year-old Matthew Stafford. He's a little bit faster. Make that 3rd and inches. Can this O-line give me a little shove for Jamal Charles? Good dive. Is that enough? Just barely. Yeah, I thought I'd play a little more defense, but Rodgers just can't score for some reason. I'm going back to the tried and true. Dude, I'm telling you, the out route's busted. Oh, maybe not. Stafford's going to get out of the pocket on the right side. Is he going to find him? Nate Burleson! That's literally Nate Burleson, bro. That's... Hey! Make sure to show this right here, man. Matthew Stafford rolling right. Zone coverage got lost in the sauce. He's just calling for it. I'm not going to lie to you. The last thing I expected was the 99 overall Aaron Rodgers unable to put up a single point in Lambeau. That's honestly crazy. I thought, you know, defense was kind of our weak point, but at least in the first game of the season, we're looking pretty good. Now, clearly, the preseason acquisition of Jamal Charles was a good idea. So Stafford throws 166 and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers goes 10 for 20 for 90 yards. What? It is so bad. That's crazy. I don't think we're ever going to see something like that again. Jamal Charles goes 11 for 103, 9 yards a carry and a touchdown. And Megatron gets 78 yards and a touchdown to kick off the season. Jordy Nelson was okay. Nate Burleson had his touchdown. I kind of thought that this Packers team was going to be like a serious powerhouse, but if they keep playing like that, we're not even going to see them in the playoffs. Rewriting the 2012 season for the Detroit Lions turned out to be amazing. The Lions would go on to steamroll most of the NFC, finishing the season with a 13-4 record. Our wildcard matchup would be against the Philadelphia Eagles and LaShawn McCoy. Dude, I didn't expect this at all. Taking a look around the league, that's an insane stat line. I've never seen that before. He really didn't have that many passing yards, but he only threw 1 interception the whole season? That's crazy. Jamal Charles was really good. 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns. Nate Burleson led our team in receiving yards. That's a crime. Calvin Johnson still went for 852 and 10 touchdowns, so I can't be mad. Defensively, Tulloch was amazing, and Ndamukong Suh led the entire NFL in sacks with 20.5. He might win Defensive Player of the Year. He actually tied with Chris Clemens, but... Leading the league in receiving yards was Greg Jennings. He had 18 touchdowns, but I think Roddy White's performance, 1,600 yards and 25 touchdowns, is averaging a touchdown and a half a game. There's Jordan Shipley, AJ Green, and Wes Welker in that top 5. Victor Cruz, Amendola. There's Vincent Jackson, Mario Manningham. And now for the big one. Oh my God, are we serious? Andy Dalton led the entire NFL in passing yards, 5,300 yards, 45 and 5. Matt Ryan close behind, then Phillip Rivers, Aaron Rodgers, and Eli Manning. Michael Vick. Oh my God, we're about to take on Michael Vick right now, aren't we, in this wildcard playoff game? A quick scouting sesh of the Philadelphia Eagles. They've got LaShawn McCoy, who is crazy good. He's only 2 years in the league, so that's horrifying. Jason Peters, Todd Ehrmans. You got Jeremy Maclin, Deshaun Jackson, and Michael Vick. This team is going to be horrifying for a long time. I mean, Michael Vick will get a little bit worse, but D-Jax, only 3 years in the league, and LaShawn McCoy's only 2 years in the league. How did they get Steve Smith? How did the Eagles get Steve Smith? Why did the Eagles have Steve Smith? Why did the Eagles have Steve Smith? I thought he was on the Panthers. There's 2 Steve Smiths. Why are there 2 Steve Smiths? And why is one of them way worse and younger? Is this a different guy named Steve Smith? I'm not asking any more questions. I'm not asking any more questions. Cry, Eagles, cry. That's the goal today, gentlemen. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how this guy did this. Like, I assume there are still face scan files available for a lot of players that you can get, for example, an Ultimate Team, but it's really impressive the attention to detail he has in this. Look at Stafford, though. Megatron, Burleson, Pettigrew. You know, the Lions had this very serious obsession with taking tight ends in the first round for a while in the 2010s. I think it's because Rob Gronkowski became like the face of the league, sort of. You know, it was really Tom Brady, but everybody wanted to draft their own Rob Gronkowski, and that's why I think we took Pettigrew in the first round. We took Pettigrew over like Odell Beckham Jr. or something. I'm trying to remember, maybe I'm thinking of Eric Ebron, but there was a draft where we could have had Aaron Donald or Odell Beckham Jr., and we ended up taking a tight end. 1st and 10, 29 seconds on the clock. It's a playoff game, and I got to get some points up. I'm going Megatron. Insane catch. Insane catch. Yo, I got the puffer on. It must be cold out here. Coach Schwartz got the puffer on. All right, 24 seconds. I'm going to give Megatron a post. Oh, he's not there, but Burleson is wide open. Second and 4 stops the clock. One timeout left. We even could afford to run it here if we really want to. But I think what we're doing is working. And look at this. Titus Young. Titus Young, I don't know how you're on our team right now. Maybe these custom rosters are kind of breaking the game a little bit. But Titus Young, recuperation, runoff elite, deep in elite, is out there. Here we go. I go Pettigrew. They're so worried about Megatron. They don't think they'll throw the check down to Brandon Pettigrew. Make it 7-10. It's a close game, though. I still got to get another stop on defense. It's nice that Nick Fairley ended up being superstar. We got 2 superstar D tackles. I'm back on Sue. Oh, my God. He's insane. I completely missed the sack because, guys, I don't know how to use her D-line. This isn't my forte. It isn't my Matt forte. I'll shut the fuck up now. But listen, Ndamukong Suh's a freak down. I mean, these are superstar O-linemen, and he's just kind of like eating these double teams. Hey, get home. Okay. Michael Vick's bothering me now. First and goal. Can we make a goal line stop? I got to go on the fun camera angle. I am Stephen Tulloch. This has got to be a handoff. You got to hand this off. Oh, my God, they don't. It's a pass, and he's sacked by DeAndre Levy. That was such a weird defensive play call. Or, sorry, offensive play call. I thought for sure they run that. Houston, we have a problem. Please give me an offensive moment. Yes. Well, not the offensive moment we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 15 means we might be in trouble. You know exactly what I got to do. You know exactly what I got to do. How do you leave Megatron? How do you leave Megatron there? The problem? It might not matter. Oh, a 4th and 10. Thanks for the moment, guys. God, we came all the way to the playoffs on a great season, and we are just laying an egg here. I can make this 14-7, but it's already the 4th quarter. So even if I score here, we're going to have to onside kick it. Megatron, single coverage. We like those odds. Unable to come off. That's good defense. This game is over, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Vick is in victory formation. And the Detroit Lions are heading home. Dude, my sim performance was so bad that my offense, I got like 2 offensive moments that whole game. Offense just couldn't get it done. The 2012 season would end with a Green Bay Packers Super Bowl. So even though we completely dominated the Packers the first game of the season, that didn't matter to them. Aaron Rodgers wins Super Bowl MVP. Andy Dalton wins the league's MVP, and Ndamukong Suh does win Defensive Player of the Year. That's really good for us. Defensive Rookie of the Year is none other than Von Miller of the Denver Broncos. Ray Lewis was available in free agency, but he's 37, and he pretty quickly went to the Tennessee Titans to get $5 million a year. John Kuhn, big boy fullback, is available. A 28-year-old A.J. Hawk is available. I kind of want him on my team. And I criticized the Lions drafting, and then I went and had a not-so-great draft myself. I picked up Matthew Colbert. He looked really good. I plan to move him to left guard or right guard just to add to the O-line. But sadly, he was normal dev. The thing, though, is we played so well this regular season, I really had a late first-round pick. I'm not used to a Lions rebuild where I have a late first-round pick. Here's the offense for the 2013 season. Titus Young. Maybe I'm just a casual. I don't remember this dude. But the rookie out of Boise State is a superstar. He's got 92 speed, 97 excel. And defensively, Ndamukong Suh wins Defensive Player of the Year, so he gets X Factor. And then Nick Fairley's a superstar. If I can get some safeties in here, we might just be balling. Halfway through the season, we're rocking a 4-3 record, which is not as good as last season, but we've got a home game here in Fortville taking on sophomore Cam Newton's Carolina Panthers. The now 33-year-old Steve Smith is still the best player on this lineup, but look at how quickly Cam Newton is approaching that. He's a 90 overall now, and he's a superstar. Yeah, this Cam Newton is going to be a serious problem. All right, down 3-0. Our first moment is the final play of the first quarter. And is Titus Young going to clear, or did I almost just throw an interception? Now, we're not the Detroit Lions with Dan Campbell quite yet, but I still like to go for it on 4th down. We got number 24, Jamal Charles now. That just feels better. 4th and 2. Let's see what that safety does. Okay, so that's safety. Perfect. That safety followed Megatron because he is a gigantic issue, but it makes it really easy to throw that check down right there. So we pick it up, 2nd and 3. Now we're in the red zone. Titus Young on the... Dude, I think I'm just a casual. I assume Titus Young must be correct. I'm not going to doubt the guy who made this, but we got 2 superstar wide receivers now. We got Titus Young and we got Megatron. As Titus Young is going to get in the end zone. I'm looking him up. Oh, I am such a casual. He's 100%. Wow. Mega casual. Titus Young, I'm sorry for not respecting your game. Thank you for going superstar with us. Really don't know how he got superstar unless he already had it as just his rookie dev trait. Oh my God, that play action got me so bad. And Cam Newton just threw a dot. I just got fried. I'm gonna go inside zone. We have 2 timeouts. They don't have any linebackers in the box. They basically got 5 D linemen here. We've got 5 for 5. We got the numbers. Can we break an ankle? Shit. If I break his ankles there, it's a touchdown. All right, 1st and goal, 13 seconds. A timeout remains. We just got to make sure we don't get sacked. I kind of like Megatron's route here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Megatron. Can we see that again? This is my favorite man-beating route, the escape route. Megatron fakes like he's going for a slant and busts out. Dude, he's not even remotely guarded there. It's like 8 yards of separation. It doesn't get any easier than that. All right, 4th and 4. Wait, this is a huge stop. I'm going to blitz Tulloch. Come on, Stephen Tulloch. Get through the middle. Look at our... Oh, wait. Hey! Oh, my God. He got up on John Morant. Look at number 0 Morant over there. Holy shit. What a defensive stop. I'll just go one more handoff to Jamal Charles, and this game is all she wrote. God, I thought it kind of got a little close there for a second. 17-24. This Panthers roster is no joke. I mean, I don't remember exactly what year they went to that Super Bowl. Was it 2015? But basically, this Panthers roster is 2 years away from the real-life Super Bowl. 17-24, the Lions moved to 5-3. It's a pretty crucial win. We should get a playoff game here, but it's not guaranteed. I like 5-3 though. The 2013 season, the Lions were determined to head back to the playoffs. And that's exactly what we did. It wasn't a 13-4 season. It was an 11-6 season. Although deja vu strikes, and I'm not sure that it really matters because our wild card opponent is a rematch against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are a crazy roster, you guys. They have a 95 offense, but an 84 defense. We're a little more well-rounded with an 89 overall, 88 defense, 91 offense. And here's a quick overview of the roster. We have 299 overalls now. Calvin Johnson and Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh's only in his 2nd year. Megatron's in his 5th. So we got these guys for a long time. Stafford 3. So unless we can't afford them, we've got like the core of an insane roster. Stephen Tulloch's going on his 6th year and 93 overall. Titus Young, one of our highest overall players, and he's still on his rookie deal. Jamal Charles is looking great too. I haven't quite untapped his like full potential yet, but we're getting there. Rob Sims looks good. Chris Houston. There's Nick Fairley too, our other D tackle. And we'll take a look at the stats around the league. So Stafford couldn't repeat his miracle no interception season. Jamal Charles once again had good yards on the ground. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what it is about Lions playbook, but for some reason in this sim, I don't have like a player popping off. Megatron's my slot wide receiver, and Lions playbook usually gives Amon-Ra St. Brown like 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns. So I don't know what's going on here, but it's good for Titus Young. Defensively, Tulloch, another great season, and our D-tackle duo is so good at getting to the quarterback. Suh and Fairley are going to be serious threats. And taking a peek around the league, AJ Green, 1,700 yards, 10 touchdowns. Now, if you're new to Madden, or this is one of your first videos in a long time, unfortunately, Madden's franchise is pretty shittily made. It's Electronic Arts. So Bengals playbook is completely broken for passing, which is why you're going to see Andy Dalton up there with 5,000 plus yards every single season. There are other playbooks that are more realistic. Like Phillip Rivers doing this on the Chargers is so impressive because Chargers playbook is usually not that good. Aaron Rodgers on Packers is crazy impressive too. 47-3 on Packers playbook is disgusting. Mark Sanchez on Jets playbook is incredible, but like all I'm saying is take Bengals with a grain of salt. This is like cheating basically. He's got 700 fucking attempts. On the ground, Marshawn Lynch led the league this time, followed up by Mojo Drew. Those two are going crazy. Ray Rice, Aaron Foster, Frank Gore, as we know. And then Greg Jennings, V-Jax, Reggie Wayne, 11th year Reggie Wayne, out of free agency Reggie Wayne did all that. And then there's Roddy White, and this time leading the league in sacks is Richard Seymour, followed up by Israel Idoneji. I took a guess on that last name, I'm gonna be honest. Elodie Nada, JPP, and Red Bryant. There are too many teams to see to run a rematch. I'm going to leave this one up to the simulation gods. Wow, it's a good thing I didn't play. I guess it's good when I'm not playing. 24-8. We dominated the Eagles. It's kind of like we flipped the script on them. This time, Stafford goes 280 and 3 touchdowns. Megatron with 113 and a touchdown. Titus Young with 72. We've got like a wide receiver duo going. Our matchup is the 10-7 New York Giants, who we have a pretty significant overall advantage on. This should be the Eli Manning Giants, right? Jason Pierre-Paul is their best player. Victor Cruz, Akeem Nicks, Amukamara, Brandon Jacobs, Justin Tuck, and Eli Manning make up our next opponent. All right, 11-6 Detroit Lions. Let's give the ball to Jamal Charles, man. All that speed, good downfield blocking. We'll take an easy first down. 3 rushes, 16 yards. I think the best way to do this, I'm going to use coach's suggested play every single time. So Jim Schwartz is going to call it, and I'm going to execute it. It's 3rd and 4 again, and he wants inside zone again, and Jamal Charles is so fast. Dude, Madden never makes running backs fast anymore. Dude, back in the day, there would be like 3 or 4 running backs that were just like crazy fast. The fastest running back you'll get in a Madden now is like 96 speed. Like, they got Devon Achane at 96 or 95 speed, which is crazy because he should be 99. 2nd and inches, another run. We're going to cut this one back. We're going to juke left. Jamal Charles. Oh! For the record, I understand that you can, like, cheese the shit out of the quarterback and make some insane trades. I didn't want to do that. I already cheesed with Jamal Charles. I really shouldn't have Jamal Charles. I wanted it to be semi-realistic. Although, we're talking about a Lions Super Bowl, so maybe nothing's realistic here. Jamal Charles, the first touchdown of the divisional in Ford Field. Standing there mad awkward, though. All right, 3rd and 16. Eli Manning looking a little chubby in that player model. Bud Tulloch. Oh, my God. I was about to take his head off. After that conversion, the Giants do punch it in. It's a perfect option to go for play action because we've honestly been running the ball really effectively. Let's see if we can give him the bite on Jamal Charles. Okay, they're not biting on anything. All right, we're going to send Pettigrew in motion and just give this thing to Jamal Charles. Pettigrew motions. Oh, I like this. I like the lane that I see here. If we can get a push. Damn. Okay, this is a classic case of doing too much. I'm going to clear everybody out so that Megatron has it all to himself. He got that. Okay, I am going to try play action again. I actually kind of like the odds of play action here, truly. 1st and goal. There's the play action. There's a wide open Pettigrew who drops it. You are not Calvin Johnson, sir. 2nd and goal. I can get a little punch here with Jamal Charles. Damn. This Giants defense is really impressing me. Things that have been working all season long are just not working against these guys. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to leave the middle open for Megatron, would you? Dude, he's the only one who catches that. 4th and goal from the 1. You can't kick this field goal. I wouldn't exactly call Jamal Charles a goal line back, but we don't got another option. 4th and goal from the 1. Jamal Charles. Great job, O-line. Okay, 3rd and 5. What are the Giants going to cook up here? Jacobs in the backfield. It's play action from Manning. Does he throw this deep one? He can't, because Nick Fairley is in on Eli Manning. That's 4th and 13. Yeah, they had to punt that. I'm kind of shocked that they did, though. There's 2 minutes, 50 seconds left in this game. In real life, is this the year that the Giants beat the Patriots? Oh, that's an easy one to Jamal Charles. Wait a minute. Is he really that fast? What a block. Look at the downfield block. 1st and 10. Handoff Jamal. Oh, you're not Jamal, but you did just glitch your way for 5 yards. Or maybe 7. Yeah, 7 yards. Ooh, we got LeSure. This is why Jamal Charles can't be number 25. Because it's LeSure's got it. Another timeout from the Giants. If I can get this first down, it's over. This should be a crazy opportunity to run play action. This is so bold, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to run play action right here. I feel like they're going to bite so hard on the run. Oh my God, they did! And we go down tomorrow. Dude, we are deep in our bag. Why are we deep in our depth chart right now? We really shouldn't be. And I shouldn't be running a play here, but I am. It gets you stuck in that animation where you're forced to run no huddle, or sorry, forced to spike it sometimes, and I didn't want to burn a timeout. I should have let it run to the 2-minute warning, but I got greedy. On 2nd and 10, though, we can take an easy one to LeSure. Dude, Jamal Charles has got to be hurting bad. No timeouts for the Giants. We literally just need an inch. It's still LeSure. LeSure. Oh, there's JPP. Or that's actually Justin Tuck. But it doesn't matter because we got just enough. And number 9, the true number 9, not that J.J. McCarthy fraud, the true number 9, Matt Stafford. He's going to end this divisional. Dude, that Giants defense was actually pretty damn good. This was not like an offensive slug out. And look who it is, the NFC Championship against the Green Bay Packers, who have a 95 overall offense. This is a crazy good team. It's going to be hard to beat them. All right, boys, we're in Lambeau Field. A chance to head to the Super Bowl on the line. We start the game out up 7-0. And I'm going on Ndamukong Suh. Oh, it's a slip screen. Okay, Ndamukong Suh is going to make the play. Maybe it was good that I was on Ndamukong Suh. Once again, though, defense needs my help. Dude, these are the worst. If you never get an offensive moment, it can be really tough to win the game. Another defensive moment, 1st and 10. Let's see what Rodgers and this Packers team has. That looks like a handoff. It is. He's got a lot of room. I think that's CJ. It is CJ Spiller. Now, I don't think CJ Spiller was a Green Bay Packer. I thought CJ Spiller was a Bill, but maybe they traded for him, or maybe CJ Spiller did start his career in Green Bay. I don't know. But this is a pass right over to that Rodgers is so good. Instantly identified, I think, Randall Cobb right there. But we do get an offensive moment, which is huge. 50 seconds on the clock, all 3 timeouts. Absolutely got to take advantage of this. We've got a lot of speed demons on this team. Titus Young is pretty fast. Megatron is shockingly fast. People always forget how fast he was because he's Megatron. And then obviously Jamal Charles. He's got a lot of options to throw to here. Whoa. Almost got in a little bit of trouble, but Titus Young gets it anyway. 32 seconds, 3 timeouts. Maybe I catch him sleeping on a run. I can afford to. I can afford 1. Oh, no, they are not. Wait a minute. Jamal Charles is just so fast. This is a crazy route combo. Look at this. I mean, there's just so much on the screen. Let's see. Let's just stay clean in the pocket and see who wants to get open. That's open. That's Nate Burleson. There's 15 seconds on the clock. Let me call a timeout right there. This is huge, huge, huge. 1st and goal. We're going to motion Nate Burleson over, who just came up huge on that play. I'm going to give Megatron the out route, and I'm going to block Pettigrew. Let's see what kind of cover. Oh, my God. Is this man coverage? You're... Nobody can guard Megatron. You can't run man on the goal line against Megatron. That's crazy. All right, 1st and 10. We're kicking this red zone possession off with a run. And that's all we're going to need. I should not be risking that. That was just too easy. Excellent blocking, and he's just too fast. Should never be diving like that, though. I just threw a ball to someone in Lambeau. Hopefully it was a Lions fan up there. 3rd and 1, gentlemen. Packers are timeoutless. This game is all but over. If we can it's the Packers, but fuck the Packers. Let's run this score. Okay, now I won't run the score up. 21-10. Dude, that was going to be a serious powerhouse. I'm glad we got past that. They just won the Super Bowl. We see him in the NFC Championship, but for some reason, when I play this Packers team, they're not nearly as good. I just lock Aaron Rodgers out. It's just what I do. A big W for the Lions on our side of the bracket. And a big W. Oh my God, it's not a hardball matchup. In real life, it's a hardball matchup. I guess not anymore anyway. I'm going to shut the fuck up. Lions versus Ravens Super Bowl. We're taking on Joe Flacco. So on the other side of the bracket, Flacco and Rivers had a slug out, but it was honestly Ray Rice that saved him. Whatever you're doing, Ray Rice, keep doing it. Don't keep doing it, Ray. Don't get in that elevator, Ray. No. The Ravens are 12-5. They've got an overall advantage on me in every single position, but they don't have Ray Lewis, which is nice because Ray Lewis is a Titan right now. Let's look at this Ravens roster. Okay, Ray Rice a freak. He's a 99 overall. Lodi Nada is a 99 overall. He's a right edge rusher here. I kind of thought he was a D tackle, but okay. They got Vonta Leach. They got a 97 overall fullback, bro. I'm low-key scared. Michael Orr, line side. Marshall Yonda, a GOAT. Ben Grubbs, Terrell Suggs, Joe Flacco, McKinney, Darius Webb. There's Torrey Smith, Jimmy Smith, Ed Reed, Ja Reed. This is a scary team with a lot of playoff experience. Come on, let's take this thing home. I know the Ravens are scary, but let's take this thing home. Don't be confused by what Madden says. The year is 2014 now, actually. The 2013-2014 season ends with a Baltimore Ravens, Detroit Lions Super Bowl. Joe Flacco takes down Phillip Rivers in the AFC Championship, with Matt Stafford taking down Aaron Rodgers in the NFC Championship. There's a lot to keep in mind for this matchup. Obviously, the Lions have got Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson, but we've also got Titus Young, a very promising young wide receiver. And 2 years ago, we made a trade for Jamal Charles, which proved to be a very smart trade because Jamal Charles, speaking of the devil, has been a freak for this lineup. So let's keep it up. We're going to go with an RPO here. We could fire this off to Burleson real quick if they play that real soft. But I kind of like how the run looks. Oh, yeah. Get out there, Jamal. They're kind of fast. But, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jamal Charles just spun 3. But I got caught spamming it. I couldn't get it again. A great start on the ground. Haven't needed the services of Megatron quite yet. but it's always in our back pocket. Jamal Charles picks up another 9 right there. No reason to do anything crazy. I think is that Ed Reed guarding Megatron? No, it's Johnny Smith. Okay. We're going to play action right here. Megatron's going to clear. Wow. That's a beautiful play. Scheffler, Pettigrew, Johnson, Titus Young. 2nd and 2. There's a blitz. Picked up nicely by Jamal Charles. Oh, my God. And Scheffler. Who thought it was going to be Scheffler for the first touchdown of the Super Bowl? Don't tell me Scheffler is going to win Super Bowl MVP. You know, we didn't pick up Jamal Charles for his blocking, but that was a really crucial block he just picked up. One thing I can't do, though, is go the entire Super Bowl and not just, oh, my God, he killed him on the route. Is that Ed Reed? Pack it up, Unk. Ed Reed just got torched. I know it's an older Ed Reed, but I don't think he has any business getting beat that bad. He got beat on the route, and he got outran. Megatron. Look at him. He's dumping the water. He's trying to stop the bleeding. That's what this celly was, right? Is he bailing the water out of the sinking ship? Red zone halfback scissors. 3rd and 10. Definitely don't want to stall on this drive. I actually think I could get a sneaky run play out here. No linebackers? No linebackers? Love seeing that look. Levels is an okay concept here. Let's go for it. Megatron, burn him. Wow. Wow. That's a tight window, Stafford. Ravens are going cover 2 man. I hope they stay in that. I'm going to block Jamal Charles here. And if they're not man, take an easy one to Pettigrew and just call a timeout here. Lots of really good pass plays right now. Oh, shit. Alodi Nada just blew us up. 3rd and 18, may have to settle for a field goal here unless Megatron does a little Megatron thing here. 3rd and 18. No, wait. Titus? Dude, that's a Lodi Nada in pass coverage. That's kind of crazy. With no timeouts left, with how big this game is, I'm bringing out Donahue, and I'm putting this home. Now, technically, Jason Hansen, who's like the best Lions kicker of all time, could have been our kicker. But he retired. He was 42 years old. So, yeah, probably should have retired. Dude, I'm not going to get a single defensive moment. It's 17-14 when I come back out, and it's just to come out and kick this field goal with Donahue. Good thing he's got abilities, though. Number 6 is, oh, my God, that's a punter. Dude, I signed a kicker in this is one of the biggest bugs that Madden franchise has. I signed a kicker in free agency for like 5 years. And for some reason, it just I didn't know that was my punter, though. 14-17, 2-minute warning. I got to keep him out of the end zone. I think I need Steven Tulloch to come in for a blitz here. Where's Steven Tulloch? Oh, he just lost his superstar. Tulloch's getting old. He lost his abilities. Good blitz, DeAndre Levy. They're going to use some clock here. I'm blitzing. I'm going all out on this blitz. Is it enough? 4th and 2, I'm calling a timeout. I think they'll kick this. They will. Okay, this is huge. It sucks that we missed ours, but 17-17, if I'm going to kick another field goal, it has to be like a 30-yarder. I cannot hit a 50 with my punter. Okay, 17-17, a minute 23. We've got 2 timeouts. And the fate of the Lions' first ever Super Bowl is on the line. I think I want to start this out with a run to Jamal Charles. Oh my God, they just ran commit middle. What are they doing? Jamal Charles! It's too damn fast. They ran. Why did they do that? Dude, when you run commit like that, it makes your players, you could see, they're all taking horrible angles. Why would they run commit there? Or maybe they pass commit. I don't know, but the computer just sold. 1st and goal. Wait a minute. All right, easy check down. Jamal Charles is actually glitching them out right now. Another timeout, Harbaugh. That was his last time out. 2nd and goal. We can get our punter some redemption here. Let's hang on to the football. Take care of the football. Take care of the football. 3rd and goal. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be 4th and goal to win the Super Bowl. Just sit, Jamal. Sit. Donahue, the punter. Because somehow we don't have a kicker. 4th and goal. It's all tied up. We can't be iced. 4, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't have a lot of power. Dude, does this mean our punter? Could Donahue be Super Bowl MVP? That would be insane. I've actually never seen it before. Our punter subbed in at kicker could be Super Bowl MVP. It's 2014, gentlemen. And Jamal Charles and the Detroit Lions. And Jim Schwartz just won the Super Bowl. I mean, really, it's Matthew Stafford and Megatron. But yo, we're lifting up Nick Fairley. Who's going to be Super Bowl MVP? Stafford's getting interviewed. Now, usually Super Bowl MVP is who is ever up here with Coach right now. when they bring out the Lombardi, Megatron's up there. Is it? It couldn't be Megatron, could it? Big plays, gentlemen, big plays. Wow, that was so much fun. I've really enjoyed this. What a good roster that someone made, man. This guy worked his butt off to make something really awesome. So, Stafford, 13 for 19, 2 touchdowns. Joe Flacco, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. This is a good quarterback duel. Ray Rice got manhandled by Jamal Charles. That play at the end of the game was, oh my God, wait a second. Megatron was 6 for 155 and a touchdown. Okay, maybe it did go to Megatron. Oh my God, I didn't see that stat line. The 2014 season, the Detroit Lions win their first ever Super Bowl, and Calvin Johnson is Super Bowl MVP. Rodgers wins league MVP. Roddy White gets Offensive Player of the Year. And Richard Seymour gets Defensive Player of the Year. No fancy awards for the Lions, but we got the only one that matters, a Super Bowl ring. High off our Super Bowl win, the Lions were ready for another miraculous season. When reality struck, we went 3-14, which is one of the craziest things I've seen in a sim. To go from Super Bowl champions to 3-14 is actually insane. Finishing at the bottom of the NFC North. So we're still the Lions, right? Like, this is pretty much biblically accurate, but we now have a Super Bowl. And clearly, Ray Lewis to the Titans was actually genius. Mike Vrabel wins Coach of the Year, but the Titans win the Super Bowl 30-24. With Jarrell Casey winning Super Bowl MVP. All right, gentlemen, the 2012 roster rebuild. This is one of the coolest rebuilds I've ever done. It's kind of just a taste test, I guess. I don't know how you guys are going to respond to this, but if it responds well, I'll be really excited to do more of these. It opens the doors to so many videos, so I'm really excited. All right, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.